Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Amy. So you've got issues, huh? Don't we all? Or do we? First, you have to know what issues are. Now, in the last videos, we've been discussing about, we've been talking about needs, what support needs, and what happens if those needs aren't met. Issues, they are the result of perceived barriers, preventing needs from being met appropriately. These unresolved issues create the chance that irrational beliefs will form. Your issues fit into your irrational beliefs, and your irrational beliefs support your issues. For example, your irrational belief of fear of rejection supports your issues related to trust. You might ask yourself, what is an issue? It's pretty easy. An issue is an unresolved conflict. Very simple to define, but sometimes it's a bit complex to identify. Think of an issue as something that is traced to a cause. For example, your father left your family when you were 5 years old, and now you believe that all people who you love will leave you. All right. The issue is trust. The irrational belief is that all people who love you will leave. You see how they definitely kind of live off each other? All right. So think of your issues as stemming from your needs. Last time we talked about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how it is an illustration of how humans strive to meet their needs, but they do so progressively. First your physiological needs, and then your safety needs, and so on. All people attempt to have their basic needs, food, shelter, oxygen, etc., to survive before meeting their needs for safety. All right, yet if your survival is threatened, you don't have food or you don't have shelter, then, or for example, a hungry baby crying for food and not being given any food. He or she is likely to develop some coping responses to that, which might result in having an issue. In the example of the crying baby, the issue would be trust. The baby doesn't get the food, it cries, nobody responds to that cry, so the baby can no longer trust that they're going to get food or nurturing when they cry, so they may no longer cry. Then they may fail to form a bond with their caretaker or lose confidence in their own abilities later to get the things that they need to survive in their life. All right, so here's another example. Let's say you secure your home. You do everything to secure your home. You have some kind of security system. But your home gets broken into anyway. Your safe place is destroyed. Now, after everything is said and done, and even in the absence of danger in the future, your sense of safety may still feel threatened. Out of that loss of security, you're developing trust issues or even fear. Now, Maslow proposed that everyone has the need to love and feel loved, yet many try to fulfill this need in very unhealthy ways. This may be the result of early needs not being met in an appropriate way, or maybe not at all. Again, never an excuse for hurting other people, but we're just talking about where these things come from. In regard to sex offenders, power and control is a common issue. For some, they may have the need to love or to be loved that ends up with a desire to manipulate and hurt people. All right, let's talk about self-esteem. Self-esteem needs are directly related to having respect for others, respect for yourself, and even about personal achievement. It's likely that one can develop issues related to self-esteem, especially if they have unresolved issues from meeting previous needs. Difficulty interacting with others in social situations is an issue likely developed from not meeting self-esteem issues appropriately. All right, now here's an assignment for you so that you can kind of get a better idea of what your issues are. I'm going to give you a list of common issues. I mean, the list of issues for people is endless, but I'm going to give you 8. I want you to tell me what your issues are in regard to trust, fear, men, women, power and control, authority, social situations, and self-esteem. I do not want you to write down your irrational beliefs about these things. I want you to write down what your issues are. Trust is an issue. Thinking all men are bad, that's an irrational belief. You see the difference between the two? Okay, sometimes it's a little difficult because they are so intertwined. All right, next time we are going to discuss Erik Erikson's 8 stages of development. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, but until then, please subscribe to this channel. Please hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even through this channel. All right? I'm open to comments, questions, very, very kind, constructive criticism. Anything you want to send my way. All right? And until next time, please be well.